Level 1, the processor. The heavy glass doors click shut behind you, sealing out the humid air of the DC morning. You are 24 years old, your suit is off the rack, and your security clearance is confidential, the lowest rung of the ladder. You sit in a windowless room in a building that doesn't appear on Google Maps. Your job is data entry. It starts with a spreadsheet. You aren't looking at names, you're looking at assets and liabilities. You spend 12 hours a day flagging social media posts, monitoring bank transfers under $5,000, and cross-referencing flight manifests. You don't know why you're doing it. You just know that if a cell turns red, you report it. The pay is $48,000 a year. You live in a cramped studio in Arlington and eat cold takeout while staring at the blue light of your monitor. Your friends from college ask what you do. You tell them you work in logistics for a private consultancy. They think you're boring. You let them think it. One Tuesday, you notice a red cell. It's a wire transfer from a local charity to a plumbing company in Istanbul. You hesitate. The charity helps orphans. You flag it anyway. 2 days later, the charity's accounts are frozen, and the director is arrested on technicalities. You feel a slight pang in your chest, a momentary hitch in your breath. Then you look at the next line. You realize the rules are simple. The data is the truth. The people are just variables. You stop seeing names. You start seeing patterns. You are the nervous system of the Leviathan, carrying signals you don't yet understand. You are replaceable, but you are part of something that isn't. Level 2, the field analyst. 3 years pass. You aren't in the windowless room anymore. You are in a nondescript SUV parked 3 blocks away from a protest in a city you weren't allowed to tell your mother you were visiting. Your clearance is now secret. You have a tablet and a directional microphone. Your job isn't to stop the protest, it's to shape it. You identify the 3 loudest voices in the crowd. By tomorrow, one will have an anonymous donation in their bank account to keep the fire burning. The second will have their browser history leaked to their employer. The third will simply disappear into a local precinct for questioning and emerge 3 days later, quiet and shaking. You earn $85,000 now. You have a handler named Marcus who meets you in hotel bars. He doesn't give you orders, he gives you objectives. He tells you that stability is a manufactured product and you are on the assembly line. You watch a young woman on your screen. She's shouting about freedom. You know that in 48 hours she will be discredited because you found a photo of her from a party 5 years ago. You feel a flicker of guilt, but it's quickly replaced by a sense of clinical satisfaction. You aren't just watching the news, you are drafting the first version of it. Level 3, the architect of narrative. You are 32. Your title is Senior Communications Liaison, but your office is in a wing of a think tank funded by offshore shells. You don't go into the field anymore. You sit in high-level meetings where the air is filtered and the coffee costs $12 a cup. Your currency is no longer data or microphones, it's the narrative. You are given a goal: decrease public trust in the domestic agricultural sector to facilitate the merger of 3 biotech giants. You don't release a statement, that's for amateurs. Instead, you place 3 independent articles in major newspapers about soil toxicity. You trigger a bot farm to trend a hashtag about the hidden poison in our bread. You ghostwrite a speech for a senator who owes your department a favor. Within a month, the stock prices of the small farms plummet. The biotech giants move in for the kill, buying the land for pennies on the dollar. You receive a $25,000 performance bonus wired to an account in the Cayman Islands. You attend a dinner party in Georgetown. You sit across from a journalist who wrote one of your planted stories. He thinks he uncovered a scandal. You smile at him, nodding as he talks about the integrity of the Fourth Estate. You realize that everyone is playing a role in a play you helped write. You feel a profound sense of detachment. The world is a series of scripts, and you are finally holding the pen. Level 4, the handler. You are 40. You no longer work for an agency. You work for the interest. You're are Marcus now. You spend your days in the back of town cars, moving between the Pentagon, K Street, and private estates in Virginia. You don't take notes. You don't use a smartphone. You speak in deliverables and contingencies. You watch a young analyst on your screen. He's sweating. He's found a discrepancy in the funding for a black site project. He thinks he's found corruption. You look at him and see yourself 15 years ago. You don't fire him. You don't threaten him. You simply explain that the discrepancy is actually a national security buffer. You give him a promotion and a week at a resort in Maui. He takes it. They always take it. You realize that power isn't about hurting people. It's about making them complicit. Once they take the promotion, they are yours. You own their silence because their lifestyle now depends on it. Your identity has eroded into a series of professional masks. You don't remember what your original political leanings were. It doesn't matter. The system has no politics. It only has a need to persist. Level 5, the ghost broker.